know! Okay, I know. I'm sorry. But, hey.
Hey! Hey! How y'all doing?
Hey guys, how are you?
You haven't uploaded a video in over a month. How do you think we're doing?
I know, and I'm so sorry about it, but a lot has changed, okay? So, for starters, I moved across the world. I am now in my sophomore year college dorm, which a move-in vlog might or might not be coming soon. Okay. But more importantly, as some of you may notice, I cut my hair. I know. And it was right before the Tame Impala concert that I went to.
Heart been broke so many times.
But anyway, I want to keep this intro short and sweet.
Mama say it's my fault, it's my fault.
Because the video that you're about to see is not short, nor is it sweet. So let's get into it. Wait. Okay, I had an idea before we roll the intro. So since the intro of my videos is a Tame Impala song, I feel like for this video, we can do something different. You know, like a special intro. So run it back. What do we think?
I hated it, by the way. But it's okay, you live and you learn. It sucked. But I won't ever do that again. Thank you.
Hi guys, if you read the title of this video, yes, the rumors are true. I did, in fact, go see Tame Impala. Once again, because I already went back in November where I got this shirt. Spiritual experience, if you ask me. It was amazing. Or at least the concert was. Everything else was kind of a mess. And I'm not saying that word that you guys know that I always say.
I still see you.
But it's like, what can I do? It's just my life. It's just my life.
Can't take back the love.
So by now we all know that I'm not the best at vlogging, at pulling out my phone when I need to. Thus leading me to have to do talking videos where I explain things that happen in the vlog because I forgot to film them. So let me give you a little backstory. I bought the tickets in January of this year. The concert was in September because a friend of mine from college, my best friend, was gonna come to Italy to visit me, and then we were gonna end the summer with a bang and go to a Tame Impala concert. Like what better plan than that, right? So something came up for her and she had to cancel on me like the week before. So I was like, oh shit. And Isabella, if you're seeing this, no, just kidding. Isabella, if you're seeing this, I hope you know I have nothing but love for you in my heart. Okay, let's move on. So, she was supposed to come, she didn't end up coming, and so it's the day before, and at this point, I had asked every single one of my friends if they wanted to go with me, but some had work, some were gonna leave for a vacation, some didn't know who Tame Impala fucking was. I was sitting in my room like what do I do? And I was trying to sell the tickets. I went on Twitter, I went on Facebook, I went on like every single platform I went on, and I didn't manage to sell them. And so it's the day before, and one of my friends tells me that her sister was gonna go to the concert. Now, I wasn't really close with her sister and we never hung out together. And so I was like, ugh, it doesn't hurt to try. So let me just text her real quick. I sent her a voice note explaining the situation. She was so nice. She was like, you can totally just come with us. I'm going with a few friends. And I was like, oh my God, wait, like, am I going to Tame Impala? And so I was like, perfect. Like, we're going to Tame Impala. And so I go outside, put my AirPods in, and I'm like dancing to Tame Impala. I'm like, I'm seeing them tomorrow. Like, I'm just living. Like dancing. And after the initial, you know, euphoria, I was brought back to reality because that meant that I was gonna have to look for a hotel and like find a train, right? The train wasn't an issue. It did cost a little more than it should have because I bought it the day before, but at the same time, it was like, okay, it was fine. The problem is, for some reason, probably because it was the day before, all of the hotels in Milan were expensive AF. And so I was like, my mom already didn't want me to go, but then I was spending even more money. And on top of that, I wasn't able to sell my other tickets, so I was like... So then I managed to find the cheapest hotel, which ended up being like $127, which I didn't even spend at Coachella, but anyway, the things you do for Kevin, right? And then I looked it up online and it said closed forever. Before putting my credit card info in to book the hotel, I looked at the cover picture and I was like, this doesn't look legit. Like, this looks like a scam. So then I was like, oh my God, what if it's a scam? What if I lose money? What if I don't have a place to stay in Milan? Anyway, then I put my credit card info in and booked the hotel. So then the next day comes, and I was like, okay, like, I'm not gonna go to Tame Impala with my hair all long and stuff. If you guys remember how I had my hair before, I had my hair up to like here, and I was like, oh my god, it's too long, let's do this. So then I went to my hair guy. Actually, it was a new hair guy, so I was like, okay, like, this is very risky. And he basically like chopped all my hair off. And if you know me, you know how attached I am to my hair. This was like a very humbling experience, a detachment exercise, existential crisis, not being able to look at myself in the mirror every time I walk past one, not being able to take photos, not being able to go out without a bandana on my head. It was a lot of things. And then it was time to take my bus to then take the train, right? So I do all of that, and then I get to Milan, finally, at 4 p.m. And then it was time to figure out how the metro works, and then get to my hotel. So trying to figure out the metro in Milan was pretty easy. Since I was able to figure out the metro in Milan, I felt like a boss. I felt like a man of the world. I felt like a local. I'm invincible. And so like everyone in the metro was minding their own business. Everyone was like, what the? It's not that hard. Anyway, so I get to the hotel. The long-awaited but also long-dreaded moment.
I just got off the metro. Oh my god, my hair.
Heart been broke.
Let's not talk about it. We're not acknowledging my hair now. But anyway, I am walking to my hotel and we're gonna find out if they scammed me or not. Oh my god, I'm so sweaty. Okay, talk to you later.
It looks like the picture outside, and I can't find an entrance on the street. I'm like, what do I do? Like, where do I go? How do I check in? Like, the hotel was there, but like, there was no entrance. These are the best words that I can find to explain it. It looked like the entrance to a service driveway. Like, where the owner would park their car. So I was like, I am not supposed to be here. So I walked in and I was like, where am I going? Am I gonna get arrested? I don't know anyone here. My friends are on the other side of the city. So it's like, we're kind of like going with the flow. Lo and behold, I find an entrance. It was kind of like weird to get to the lobby. I don't know, it was a weird hotel. It was very, 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 very old. So I get to the lobby, right? And I'm ready to check in. And also there is a crime scene tape. Like just hanging. So then like I tell them, hey, it's me.
Hey.
I check in, they give me the keys, and it looks like a very old key. Hey, I just want to preface this by saying two things, okay? Number one, I don't judge a book by its cover. Never. But it's like, this wasn't just a cover. It was like every little detail of the experience itself. Not even just like the photo, which looked scammy, but then I was like, okay, let's just go through with it and see how it goes. But it was just like every single detail. This hotel was something else. And if you don't believe me, just here's the moment when I first got to see my room. Room reveal.
I can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping and sliding. I can do all.
It smelled like smoke. Like someone had smoked 60 cigarettes without even opening the windows. And then I'm like, okay, like I'm here, I'm gonna stay here for one night, let me just not be a little brat. I mean, I shed a tear or two, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm gonna stay here for one night. I guess we're gonna just roll with it and go with the flow. So then I got ready and I picked out this outfit actually. Fit check. What are we thinking? Dude, this hotel scares me, but anyway, okay, let's go. And I'm wearing it now for continuity purposes, you know, I thought it was cool to do that. So then when my friend's sister and her friends, I'm gonna call her my friend because she's my friend, okay. So then when my friend and her friends took the metro to the venue, they texted me, and so I did the same thing. We met there and the rest was history. And so we get there and the line is crazy. So while we were waiting in line, mind you, at this point, I'm still trying to sell my extra ticket. I was also like holding up my phone, being like, I'm selling a ticket with like words on it. I mean, the ticket still had my friend's name on it, but then at the same time, I was like, if anyone buys it, I don't think the security at the entrance is gonna check. But anyway, the problem didn't even present itself because I didn't fucking sell the ticket. Then we get in, we're like, oh my god, we're seeing Tame Impala. I couldn't contain myself because I was peeing myself. So I went to the bathroom and did what I had to do. We were just, you know, having fun and talking, and then the background music kind of stopped for a second and I screamed, Kevin! And then a guy that was next to me, he was like,
you're not screaming it loud enough.
and I was like, oh, do you want to scream it then? He was like,
No, you gotta do Kevin!
and I was like, okay, let's just count down from 3 and scream it together so maybe he can hear us. So then we were like, 3, 2, 1, Kevin! I lost my voice right then and there before the concert even started, but it was so fun. And then we started talking and I found out that he was from Texas and he was on vacation in Europe and he was in Athens the day before and he flew to Milan just for Tame Impala and he was gonna fly back to Athens the day after. And then he told me my English was so good and then I was like, oh, you know, like I try. We didn't exchange numbers, we didn't exchange Instagrams. All I know was that he was on vacation in Athens and then flew to Milan just for Tame Impala and he was gonna fly back. And then I posted a TikTok the next day trying to find him. This is the TikTok. And then I was like, TikTok, do your thing. And then I was like trying to put hashtags in it to get it to him. So then the concert started. It was so fun because every now and then, some songs had a bass that like you felt throughout your whole body. Every fiber of your being moved to the rhythm of the song and of the bass. Magical. For example, Nangs came on and he was like, you know? Every time something like that happened, or a situation where we were like, whoa, happened, my friend who was standing in front of me, she would turn around and look at me and I would look at her. We were like exchanging looks. We were like, it was just so fun. Eventually came on, out of body experience, new person, same old mistakes, out of body experience. The less I know, the better. Out of body experience. It's like their music is just like spiritual to me. I'm not even being like, oh my god, like you guys don't understand. I like them on a different level. I just love it so much. Every time I listen to them, it just makes me feel like everything's okay. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I'll shut up. So then we were leaving and people kept asking me where I got this shirt because they couldn't find it at the merch stand. I felt so conceited being like, oh, I got it in LA. And I could have blatantly lied and said that this was their official merch and then I paid like $60 for it. But I chose the truth. This is fake. Yes, I got it at their concert, but like I got it from an illegal vendor outside the venue for 20 bucks. And so I told my friends, like, if the pattern just randomly comes off during the concert, mind your business. So then we were hungry. We were trying to get food. And so we went to the, I don't even know what the place is called. Like the square. It's just like where the Duomo is. Like the cathedral. So it was like 12:30 and my hotel was so far away. I realized that the curfew, because my hotel even had a curfew, like what are we, 13? The curfew was at 2 a.m. And so I remembered that I had a curfew and I was like, oh my god, like I literally have a curfew and I have to be back by 2. And the transportation at night is not the best. I was like, okay, I think I need to go because I am not gonna be able to make it in time. Like on the bus, kind of like,
I still see your shadows in my...
I was clenching my butthole. Eventually did make it to the hotel. So then I went back to my room and I was like, I am sleeping in my outside clothes. I know this is so gross, so humiliating, so nasty. The bed and the bedding felt nastier. I actually feel cleaner sleeping in my outside clothes than like being infected with whatever disease is on this bedding. I brought some towels. I covered the pillow with a towel, slept in my outside clothes, and also I went to bed at 2 and set my alarm for 6:30. I was like, I want to be out of here as soon as I can. Checkout was at 7, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get ready in 30 minutes and then dip and take the first train home and then sleep for the next week. So the next morning, I woke up at 6:30. I wasn't even functioning as a human being, but then I was like, okay, we gotta get it together. So took the metro to the train station, got a coffee and a croissant for my train, and then I dipped. And you would think that at this point I would be able to relax, right? And you would be wrong, by the way. So I was supposed to get off the train in Verona and then get on another train home, right? However, the first train got there late and so I missed my connection to the other train. So I had to wait a whole hour in Verona at the train station, not doing anything, and then take the next train. That ended up working out okay, like thank God there was another train after, but also when I got to the train station in Venice, I was supposed to take a bus to my city, right? But the bus was like 40 minutes late. I was like, am I ever gonna get home? Am I ever gonna get home? Like, am I ever gonna get some sleep? But then everything ended up being fine. I got home and I slept and I was rested and relaxed. It was a roller coaster of emotions, this Tame Impala concert, definitely. At the same time, I'm so happy I went and I'm so happy it went the way it went. And I'm so happy that I went with the people I went with because I got to know them and they were pretty amazing. That brings us to the conclusion of this video. I just hope you guys love it. If you like this video, you can like it, you can subscribe, you can comment, share it with a friend. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go listen to Tame Impala because then again, I'm not physically able to listen to anything else. Okay, bye!